At Engine Builder, we get a decent amount of emails from our readers, and we're always intrigued to know more, especially when the email subject line says, "Only one on the planet." It turns out this isn't the only one, but it certainly is rare and unique. The email Johnny Gardner sent to us recently refers to his 2-cylinder V-Twin Chevy engine. He also piqued our interest even more with a photo of his unique engine build. We got to talking and Johnny told us about his background in motorcycles and race engines, and how this awesome V-Twin build came about. It's our Engine of the Week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pengrade. Precision, performance, Pengrade. Always the original green oil. Elring DOS Original. Leading technology, leading service. And Scat Crankshafts. Everything for your LS engine.
Hey everyone, I'm RJ Polk for Engine Builder, and today we're taking a look at a very unique 2-cylinder V-Twin Chevy build done by Johnny Gardner in Little Rock, Arkansas. Johnny's been riding motorcycles for 55 years, and he's been building sprint car race engines for 40 years. The idea and the drive to build this unique 2-cylinder V-Twin Chevy came from some spring cleaning at his shop called 31G Shop. While cleaning out the parts room, Johnny's son started to throw away boxes of blown up engine parts. Being a self-proclaimed mechanical hoarder, Johnny couldn't bear to see the parts go to waste. His son told him he would never use them for anything, and Johnny took that comment as a challenge. Doing some research, Johnny found every kind of modified Chevy small block there could be, except he saw very few V-twins. So he decided there should be more, and his build began. According to Gardner, the Chevy V-twin build was an exercise in problem solving from start to finish. From cutting the crankshaft, camshaft, block and heads, to blocking off oil and water passages, balancing the rotating assembly, timing the camshaft and the ignition, it was a process, and that was just the start. Johnny did all the design, machining, painting, assembling, and engine balancing in-house. The block was initially rough cut with a Sawzall. Then he machined it to a finished dimension in a Bridgeport mill. The crank and head were cut in a bandsaw, and the heads were finished on the mill as well. The crank was finished on a lathe. The engine block is a stock Chevy with Mylodon main caps. The crank and rods are aftermarket parts. The pistons are from JE, and the rings are from Total Seal. The bearings in the engine came from Clevite, and the cylinder heads were made from a single Brodix ASCS spec head. The engine also featured a Wolf dry sump oil system and Shaver Westmer gear drive, with a Huggins camshaft, stainless valves, and roller rockers. The fuel injection is Hilborn and uses alcohol. The Huggins cam was the same as what Gardner would use in one of his sprint car engines. It is 665 lift with 292 duration at 106. As for the bike itself, Johnny says it was built to be a cool display stand for the engine, more so than a rideable bike. It was built from old sprint car parts and features a splined rear axle, brakes, and rotors, and the front and rear wheels are from a sprint car too. The engine is a structural part of the frame, which was made from 1 3/8 drawn over mandrel tubing. The frame, like the engine, is a unique build as well. Every part of it is custom except for the 748 Ducati front forks. The bike is rideable, but Gardner admits it's scary to ride. According to Johnny, the bike weighs around 400 pounds, and the full build took him about a year and a half from the time he started doing drawings to the finished bike. The 2-cylinder Chevy V-twin engine makes an estimated 180 horsepower, and Gardner plans to do some dyno runs soon. The headers, like everything else on the bike, were handmade and modified by Johnny. We have to admit, this V-twin build is awesome, and it sounds even better. Check it out. We're glad Johnny decided to take on his son's challenge and use old engine components, and we're even more glad he decided to share the details of the build with us. Well, that does it for this episode of Engine of the Week. A special thanks to our sponsors, Pengrade 1, Scat Crankshafts, and Elring. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have an engine you'd like to see featured, please email our editor Greg Jones at gjones@babcocks.com. Thanks for watching.